Hello and welcome to another episode of IVM Likes. And as you guys know, हम एक series चला रखी है हम लोगों ने जिसपे हम we simp over SRK because he completed 3 decades in Bollywood.
God
So the
damn.
first, so the first episode released last week
Yeah,
on Friday.
I
and you
just
did it
completed three
without
decades
us.
on this earth. I just completed 3 decades on this earth. Shah Rukh has
Are
been
you
doing
as important as
fucking-
Shah Rukh?
Not
No.
at all.
Of course, I'm way more important. It's just what it
To
is, but go ahead.
yourself. Actually,
And my
even to
and my
yourself.
mom, okay.
Okay, so by now you guys know Antariksh is back because he won't shut up. And
Why would I? Why would I? I'm literally the one of the hosts of the show. Why would I shut up?
and Abbas, and we have Saurabh also, who is a big Shah Rukh fan. First of all, Antariksh bhai, welcome back. एक तो जेन्युइनली पता है अगर आप एपिसोड पे नहीं होते हो इतना ऐसा शांत सा एपिसोड चला जाता है ना वो
Who wants?
फन फील्स
Who wants that?
एग्जैक्टली
But who wants
एग्जैक्टली
that?
हु वांट्स दैट नोबडी वांट्स
Yeah,
दैट so
exactly.
you are the Gatorade to
So
our IVM likes.
I understand. So guys, don't listen to last week's episode because I'm back only this week. Sorry, guys. Yes. Are we guys excited? Are we all excited about this decade of Shah Rukh's life?
Bro, super excited because it's the decade that we are covering in this episode is 2002 to 2012, which has movies like Main Hoon Na
Yeah.
and
Favorite.
I am
What?
very happy because all the films we will be talking about, I can be rest assured everybody on this panel was born.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
last time
Yeah.
episode में ये बात कर रहे 93 में ऐसे अरे मैं तो पैदा ही नहीं हुई थी उस टाइम मैं तो पैदा ही नहीं हुआ था. Like okay fine,
but-
stop showing off.
Wait, what was some of the like most highlight, as in like your favorite movies from the previous decade? Since I have not heard that episode.
Oh,
If you could.
Dar, Bazigar.
So
We need to-
Saurabh
Yeah,
has
that was
it
it.
ready.
Stop the press.
Also, he did Shah Rukh Khan ka. Hey,
हाँ, he did
guys,
like-
रुक जाओ.
I'll
I
just-
will tell you.
Just before anybody says it, I'll say Bazigar, Dar, and Anjam. Have to.
Okay.
Can I throw a recommendation जो मुझे 100% पता है किसी ने नहीं डिस्कस किया होगा last time. It's not a movie. It's actually I think a 5 or 6 part TV show. It was a long movie which was broken up in
Okay.
5 or 6 parts.
It's a Shah Rukh
So
movie.
a Shah Rukh movie. So Fyodor Dostoevsky wrote a novel called The Idiot.
Oh, good.
Okay,
Mhm.
which was
Yeah,
adapted.
sure, Abbas.
Which
know
was
you
adapted
read.
in Hindi by, if I'm not wrong, Money called Ahmak, which in Urdu means idiot.
Okay.
And Shah Rukh Khan played the central character.
The
in this.
Idiot. Oh,
I don't
wow.
know if it's available anywhere, but I was lucky enough to catch it at Mumbai Film Festival where they screened all 6 episodes
Mhm.
of 1 hour. तो मैं 6 घंटे बैठ के मैंने देखी थी. It's a little tedious because वो early 90s वाला production है, थोड़ा slow है. And even the language, they have literally translated the Russian prose into Urdu. So the Urdu used is also very like hardcore.
So
and
basically,
pure.
Shah Rukh's career arc went from the idiot to playing donkey in next year.
Yes.
Yeah,
You
basically,
can
yes,
say
that's
that.
what it is.
No,
So if-
interestingly, he was a
Did you guys-
choice for all these artistic films in the beginning.
Hmm.
He also played a role in that film called Maya Mem Sab,
Maya Mem Sahab, correct, yes.
which was, I think, Madame Bovary's
Adaptation.
adaptation.
Yeah,
Okay,
correct.
I don't know these guys, any of this.
So I mean, he had the reputation of being a theater actor, so obviously he did
Yeah,
these sort of
Correct.
offbeat. But then
With
once
Barry
he went
Johns and all that,
mainstream,
yeah.
once he went mainstream, he just went all
Like-
streams.
Oh, by the way, I watched Rocketry this Sunday,
Hmm.
and उसमें भी शाहरुख का cameo है. Actually, it's
Oh,
a
wow.
extended cameo of sorts. आर माधवन की एंट्री से पहले शाहरुख की एंट्री हो जाती है.
Because, you know,
Spoiler
a
alert, guys,
song-
for people who
so-
haven't seen Rocket.
Yeah, a song that I really like is a song from the movie I See You with Arjun Rampal called Subha Subha.
Oh,
Usme the song begins with Shah Rukh playing the guitar, like a very terrible guitar playing, but anyway, it looks super cool doing it.
Guys,
But
this is a
that's-
simping over SRK.
I mean,
We
no, see,
celebrate
dude,
Shah Rukh
dude,
in this episode.
What you can talk about he's just bad at playing guitar, man. He'll also agree. It's not a controversial opinion.
But what's your
but
favorite
yeah.
90s Shah Rukh Khan movie, Antariksh? One. if you had to
Badshah,
pick just
hands
one.
down, Badshah.
Was
Because
Badshah
that's the only
90s?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah 99 it is
Okay.
and it's the only like all out comedy I feel that Shah Rukh has done if I'm not wrong.
Bhai,
And
Chennai
it's
Express.
great. Yeah,
Comedy,
it's a bad
comedy.
movie. Chennai
Yeah,
Express is a
people
shit movie. I hate Chennai Express. Badshah is excellent. Yeah, Badshah is of course still copied from 3 different Jackie Chan movies.
Yeah.
So but it works. So
Hey man,
yeah.
it's Abbas Mastan. we forgive them.
Forgive नहीं भाई, हम consider ही नहीं
हाँ,
करते वो
consider ही नहीं
चीज़,
करते।
like
Correct.
क्योंकि हम
Yeah.
सब ने कॉपी पहले देखी फिर ओरिजिनल
फिर उसके
देखी।
बाद देखी।
That's so
तो
true. Yeah.
मतलब वहाँ पे तो it's so common है, like कि they'll come with 2 different CDs, like देखो फर्स्ट हाफ हम इससे उठा रहे हैं, सेकंड हाफ हम इससे उठा रहे हैं, एंड हम इस पूरी मूवी को एक नई पिक्चर बना के ये नया
Yeah.
नाम दे देंगे।
I think I
Yeah.
might be wrong, but वो लम्हे, the movie that Vikas Bhatt, someone who made Imran Hashmi and someone in it, उसमें तो
Shamita
मतलब
Shetty?
वो maybe
वो
उसमें
जहर
तो
है भाई वो
मतलब
मूवी का
जो
नाम।
भी
Oh,
है
sorry.
यही
I'm
जो
thinking of
वो
sorry.
लम्हे गाना
Yeah,
है।
in the
हाँ,
no,
गाना
वो
गाना
was the
yeah.
film also, but
Oh, the
anyway
film
in
also. Yeah,
one
yeah.
of these Bhatt family movies जहाँ पे उन्होंने डीवीडी के पीछे का सिनॉप्सिस भी एग्जैक्टली वही डाला है।
What?
वो भी नहीं
Crazy.
चेंज किया।
Oh, dude, yeah. Very often they'll copy the exact posters and all. Like
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Halchal and my big fat
Greek
Greek
wedding.
wedding was
Yeah.
exactly
Can
the
we
same.
hire them for
Then-
producers?
Hello, everyone. It's been another great week on the IVM Podcasts Network. On IVM Likes, Jalasmi, Vinay, Sumit, and Snayhil fawn over Shah Rukh Khan and his 30-year-long career. On Don Baika Gappa Aika, Aparna and Avanti explore the difficulties women face at the workplace. On Audio Gyan, Kedar talks to Jayasimha Chandrasekhar, founder of Atelier Prati, about printmaking. On Press Decode, Sara, Vagda and Prafulla discuss free speech in the light of Mohammad Zubair's arrest. And on Postcards from Nowhere, Utsaf takes us through the stunning decline of the Irish language. We've got some exciting news for you. IVM Podcast has just launched its merch, and our first line is out now. Head to the IVM Podcast's website and click on the Shop tab to check out our first collection of t-shirts. Do follow us on social media via IVM Podcasts on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And remember, if you're enjoying this show or any of our other shows for that matter, do tell a friend. Also, don't forget to rate us on any platforms that you're listening on. And you can also check us out on YouTube. We're also doing a small listener survey to better understand how you respond to our shows and advertising on the network. We would really appreciate if you could spare a few minutes to fill it. It helps us build better shows for you. And finally, we would like to thank our sponsors this week: Capgemini, Intel vPro, and Intel, Future Bana Wonderful with Intel-powered laptops.
Okay, so then from this decade, let's just start off, right? Let's just start
Yeah.
talking
Yes.
about
From this decade, as in the last decade.
The last
yeah,
decade.
from
Yeah.
the decade we're talking about in this episode.
2013.
2003
The
onwards,
first
yes.
movie of 2003 for Shah Rukh was Chalte Chalte.
Hmm.
You've seen? You've
Very
seen?
good.
You've seen?
Yes, I have
Uh,
seen. I
This
also
is
know all
validated
Seen it in the
songs.
theater. Have you guys seen it in the theater?
नहीं नहीं भाई.
Losers.
I wasn't even born then, yeah,
Oh,
Abbas.
fuck off, Antariksh.
एक सेकंड चलते चलते वही है ना जिसमें सलमान भी है?
Mukherjee.
नहीं.
No, no.
अच्छा
नहीं,
वो
क्या बात है?
रानी
Married-
मुखर्जी.
marriage-
Okay,
married
yeah.
life.
Post marriage stuff.
हाँ,
Dude,
हाँ, हाँ.
I was just
Right.
listening to before this recording started. I was listening to Abhijit की आवाज में चलते चलते the title track, and I was like,
हाँ,
what a
बढ़िया
great
गाना है.
decade for Shah
बढ़िया
Rukh to
गाना
start
है.
off, you know.
True, true, true.
great,
So I was listening. Oh,
so
okay.
many
I
good
was
songs.
also
The entire
listening
album
to,
of this movie. Yeah.
I was also listening to Shahrukh के कुछ गाने on YouTube. ठीक है. And Abhijit used to sing most of his
Lord of
songs.
them, हाँ.
तो नीचे एक कमेंट आया हुआ है, अभिजीत जी आपकी आवाज बहुत प्यारी है पर इंसान आप बहुत सुअर हो.
Okay, we are never getting Abhijit on this show now. God damn it.
So interestingly, the three movies that come out this year for him is Chalte Chalte, Kal Ho Na Ho, and Main Hoon Na, which is, I mean,
मैं
I
हूँ
would-
2004.
oh sorry, Main Hoon Na is 2004.
Yeah.
Okay, so the three movies are Chalte Chalte, Kal Ho Na Ho, and Ye Lamhe Judai Ke, जो मैंने देखी नहीं है.
Yeah,
Do you know
So-
anything what Ye
Nope.
Lamhe Judai Ke is
Nope.
What-
about?
I just know that the movie has Ravi Tandon in it, and it was supposed to release in the 90s. Like it was shot in the
Okay,
90s.
just got delayed.
हाँ,
Okay.
हाँ, हाँ.
Yeah, just
So-
got delayed. You can
If you
see.
were
So like Kal Ho Na Ho came, I think, just before Ye Lamhe Judai Ke, and the Shah Rukh in Kal Ho Na Ho is noticeably like older. He has like the early 2000s look of Shah
Right.
Rukh compared to the Judai wala movie.
But
And,
if you were
it's
to
very good.
compare
This
चलते
scene's
चलते
good.
and कल हो ना हो also, चलते चलते for some reason अगर कोई मुझे बोलेगा कि चलते चलते उससे बहुत पहले आई थी तो I would believe them because it
No,
seems
no.
like a more dated movie to me than कल हो ना हो. कल हो ना हो still feels somewhat fresh because it was again produced by Karan Johar, shot
Yeah.
in the United States. The songs have I would say lived on a little more than.
मैंने
Okay,
जिससे
so
बड़ी
I don't know.
अमेरिका
I don't know if it's the same in your heads, but in my head, like Shah Rukh movies are divided by like a look, the Shah Rukh look. Like in
Yeah.
90s, there was a look
Yeah.
of all the movies have that
Beatles
look, you know.
haircut.
Yeah, Beatles haircut.
and
Sure,
everybody
yeah,
had
very
that
good.
haircut.
The-
Everybody,
Yeah,
every Shah
haircut.
Rukh fan.
And then it changed, like it became like more neat. The haircut became
No,
more
I
neat
did not have that
as it
haircut,
got.
and I did have hair back then.
And 90s had more.
So then, yeah.
type.
Yeah,
What
and,
time?
and then after Om Shanti Om.
What time?
Okay, I'll have to do that. 90s had more of.
Dude, I remember there was. Do you guys remember the Lux ad? Shah Rukh Khan Lux ad
In the
where he was in the
bathtub.
bathtub. Yes.
Yeah.
Was a great this thing, dude. I remember this was during the time Shekhar Suman was doing a show called The Great Indian
Movers and-
Laughter Show. No,
Oh.
not Movers and Shekhar. This is way, much later.
Yeah.
The Great Indian Laughter Show, which is a sketch show, not the
The
stand-up
challenge
comedy
one.
show. Yeah, this was a sketch show, and
Hmm.
Shekhar Suman would do like a monologue, and then there would be a sketch
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Vinay Pathak and Ranveer Shore as cast members and all that show, and then it come back to Shekhar Suman
Shekhar
doing
Suman,
a monologue
yeah.
or something. Yeah, and he
Mhm.
had like some very funny bits. I think repeated bits became a recurring joke of Shah Rukh in a bathtub saying, "Hey, mujhe bhi lux ke saath," or something, you know.
So there was this
Yeah,
incident when Shah Rukh एक YouTube fan fest पे where while AIB was on stage, Shah Rukh was performing and he went onto the stage with AIB people and was like कि यार I just want to take 2 minutes and just say कि मैंने कभी नहीं किया है किसी पिक्चर में अगर मेरी मिमिक्री करनी है एटलीस्ट ये मत करो मैं थक चुका हूं ये सुन के।
मैं किया है सेनोरिटा करते हुए
That's
किया
very
है उसे।
untrue. हाँ, उसने
पक्का।
बहुत किया
हाँ,
है.
वो
There's a lot.
हाँ, उसे-
उसके मुंह से
Yeah.
निकल जाती थी वो
हाँ,
आवाज.
उसको
बिना
पता नहीं
realize के. हाँ, उसको पता नहीं चलता.
मुझसे गलती से निकल गया मुझे छोड़ दो।
Yeah. Maybe he's right. Maybe he never actually did it himself. They always added it in post. It just sounds right to be
और
there in the movie. I think
शाहरुख
he
भी
did
like, "ए, मैंने ऐसा कभी नहीं किया है."
it.
But both home runs,
Man.
I would say, was चलते चलते a big hit.
चलते चलते की तारीफ बहुत हुई
I
थी
think
बाद
it's a
में
sleeper hit.
बिकॉज
It was
या
more a
बिकॉज
sleeper hit, yeah.
एवरीबॉडी वाज लाइक कि
Yeah.
सारे शादी होने तक का रोमांस दिखाते हैं
Hmm.
इन लोगों ने बाद की भसड़ दिखाई है बेसिकली
Dude, and you know
But-
how like Bollywood mein songs will stay evergreen for like a really long time. So though if you happen to be the star of a movie in which the songs were great, like Imran Hashmi is in half of Imran Hashmi's movies.
Yeah.
you
just the
remember one
movie
of his
will-
movies
yeah.
by the songs
Songs,
name
correct. Yeah.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
iconic
But I
yeah.
still feel Kal Ho Na Ho has lived on in the internet generation more than
भाई वो
चलते चलते हैं.
outfit
You know,
वो
okay,
कितना
unpopular
कितना
opinion.
iconic
The
outfit
reading
है।
the reading the diary, blank
Yeah.
diary is like a scene that is
Yeah,
shared
yeah,
very
yeah.
often.
But
Kanta
unpopular opinion.
Ben became a meme.
वो 1
Kanta
2
Ben.
3
थोड़ा cock देने became.
अरे
What is your unpopular opinion, Antariksh?
I was never a fan of Kal Ho Na Ho. I saw it quite a few
Why?
times, just never got into it. No, the songs again are okay, but just the
Are
movie
okay?
itself.
क्या
Songs are
बात
good.
कर रहे हो?
Okay,
Were you-
songs
were
are
you-
good. Songs are good.
Is it because Shah Rukh,
but-
spoiler alert, dies in the end?
Maybe or
भाई
maybe I
क्या
just didn't like
ड्रामेटिक
the
मारता है वो
storyline,
आदमी
honestly.
एंड में
हाँ.
मतलब
Yeah, yeah.
बेसिकली एवरी शाहरुख मूवी एवर बट सो ड्रामेटिक दिस गाय
Yeah.
लाइक
मतलब पर ऐसा मरने की जरूरत नहीं थी, बोल सकता था लोगों को
हाँ, कि मैं
अपने
मर रहा है,
आसपास के यार मर रहा है मैं.
So
correct.
my take is actually the other way. I prefer Kal Ho Na Ho to K3G. I think Kal Ho Na Ho is a better movie.
Oh no, I prefer K3G. But if from those romantic ones, I would say like, I would say Dil To Pagal Hai is a better movie than K3G
no, not
and
at
Kal
all.
Ho Na Ho.
I
दिल तो
disagree.
पागल है तो भाई
Hard disagree.
ओ अगेन अच्छा जिसके बारे में मैं बात कर रहा था पहले कि शाहरुख अभी मोस्टली हर मूवीज में दूसरे बंदे की गर्लफ्रेंड को अपनी बना लेता है टुवर्ड्स द एंड
Hmm.
प्राइम एग्जांपल बीइंग दिल तो पागल है बेचारा अक्षय कुमार कितने टाइम से कोशिश कर
Dude,
रहा होता है
अक्षय कुमार यार बेचारा वो तो है.
बेचारा एग्जैक्टली और एंड में शाहरुख भाई ले जाते हैं
Also
Yeah.
DDLJ.
ऑल्सो
कुछ-कुछ होता है.
डीडीएलजे ऑल्सो कुछ कुछ
Yeah.
होता है
Even
सलमान
in-
भाई की बंदी लेके बताओ
Even in
Yeah.
Kal Ho Na Ho, he almost does it.
Kind of, yeah.
When
If
he
he
reads,
if he did not have cancer, he
हाँ,
would have.
हार्ट
when-
प्रॉब्लम
Yeah.
when he reads
Kab-
that diary,
Yeah.
कभी अलविदा ना कहना ऑफ कोर्स टेक्स रानी मुखर्जी.
कभी हाँ शादीशुदा नहीं है क्या बात
शादीशुदा
That
नहीं.
we'll come to
Yeah.
that.
अगले ने बकायदा ब्रेकअप
yeah.
करा के
Hmm.
मतलब ब्रेकअप ही नहीं डिवोर्स करा के अलग अलग सीन है
yeah.
शाहरुख का
So, do you think
Oh,
in this
actually,
phase he's moving away from his lover boy? Not moving away, but
I think
kind
he
of
has to.
taking a
but
bit
I
of
think
can
he's
a.
having
can
to. I
Shah
think he's
Rukh
having
ever
to.
move away from that loving wala image, that, like romance wala image that he's
No,
created?
but like for example, in the next year he has Mehuna, which is 2004.
Yeah.
Usme bhi the main young couple is Zaid Khan and Amrita Rao. What
Ha.
was the name?
Amrita
Ha
Rao,
ha
He's
yeah,
ha.
yeah.
he's kind of the
Yeah,
hero.
Aurora. Yeah.
Amrita Arora, I'm sorry.
Amrita Arora.
No,
So,
no,
but
sorry.
he
Rao only. I think
Rao.
Aurora is.
I take my sorry back.
Man, I'm so confused. One of them.
देखो
One of them. One of them.
अमृता को कॉमन लेके राव और उसको ब्रैकेट में डाल देते हैं.
No, because Aurora is Malaika's sister, is she not? Amrita Aurora?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
अच्छा वो
correct. Yes.
गोलमाल
Yeah, so
वाले.
that's what. So yeah. नहीं,
हाँ.
नहीं, that's Rimi Sen, bro. कुछ भी बोल रहा है
अरे रिमी सेन थोड़ी
Coming
है
back to
गोलमाल में.
Mehuna.
Amrita Arora is in that legendary Hindi film called Fight Club.
Oh, okay. That Fight
one.
Club.
And,
Yeah.
yeah,
You don't
yeah,
talk
correct.
about
That's
the
exactly
Fight Club,
it, yes.
But
Yeah,
2004, let's come to 2004. Interesting choices. मैं हूं ना, वीर ज़ारा and Swades.
Wow.
ब्रो वीर ज़ारा का
Yeah.
वो स्पीच कैदी नंबर 786.
So can I make a confession? I've never really seen Veer Zara from
What?
start.
I've only ever seen it in parts, so I am in
You
kind of the
should
same boat.
watch it though.
Yeah.
But that एक तो मुझे ना मैं जब छोटा obviously छोटा था तभी आई थी. And my mom used to be like कि ये speech सुननी कितनी बढ़िया है ये है वो है. And me having very innocent doubts मैं वो पूरी speech सुना like कि क्या है 786 नंबर इतना स्पेशल का है ठीक है
हाँ.
क्या है. Then she's like I don't know the reason but like
हाँ.
it's a very auspicious
number,
number
हाँ.
for Muslims.
हाँ.
एंड हम लाइक और शाहरुख क्या बना है इसके अंदर.
हाँ.
तो शी इज लाइक कि वो इंडियन स्पाई है अपेरेंटली इन लोग के हिसाब से. मैं कहा जब वो दुश्मन है और ये इनको ऑस्पिशियस नंबर है ये काहे दे दिए उसको, ये तो अच्छा हो जाएगा फिर उसके लिए. एंड देन आई वाज लाइक चुपचाप पिक्चर
तो थिएटर में पूछ रहा था ये सब तू बैठ के.
बट जेन्युइन डाउट ना क्यों.
Yeah, correct.
ठीक है बट दैट स्पीच जब मैंने
Yes.
पिक्चर देखी तो स्पीच तो
तभी तय हो गया था कि
But
स्नेहिल
I would
producer
say,
बनेगा.
dude, so very unique year for Shah Rukh. 2004 would be right. Mehuna,
Yeah.
in a way, a unique movie for its time. Same with Veer Zara, especially so with Swades.
मैं
I
हूं
would
ना
say-
या was an out and out popcorn thriller, whatever,
Yeah.
entertainer.
Yeah,
Then
exactly.
Veer Zara was like
And,
the more old fashioned.
And the only good movie Farah Khan ever made, so also a standout
Hey,
there.
come on. No,
Unique.
I like Om Shanti Om also.
Oh, bro,
Shanti
Shanti
Om
Om is
No.
good.
Yeah, man.
Om Shanti Om is very, very mediocre. Yeah, what are you talking about?
Om Shanti Om is actually a remake of a very very purana film. I don't know the name, but
Which was
मैं
also
पहले-
Madhumati.
मधुमती. क्या
But
बात है
Om
सौरभ भाई.
Shanti Om is a remake of every Hindi film. Like every element of every Hindi film is in Om Shanti.
नहीं मधुमती तो exactly वही है.
हाँ,
Exactly
पुनर्जन्म.
वही है.
But for listeners, if you go back to the very, 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 very early episodes of IVM Likes, there used to be a producer called Josh, where me and Josh have argued. In that argument, I am against Om Shanti Om, but over the years, I have come around. I
But
think
why
it's
why were you against Om Shanti?
So,
Om?
Josh's
It's
whole thing
again-
was, if
okay.
you had to introduce a foreigner to a Hindi film, what's the first Hindi film you would show? And he said Om Shanti Om because it's got every element of a pot boiler Hindi film. And my thing was, why not show him or
कभी
her?
खुशी कभी गम
Why not
और
show him or
केतली.
her original 70s movies, original 70s pot boiler? Show them
Oh, okay.
not Jo Jeeta Wahi Sikandar. What's that film?
No, but watching a
Uh,
70s movie now is too much of an ask.
It's,
Also,
yeah,
for
it's
someone.
also that
Yeah.
Sure,
time
yeah,
thing.
that's what I'm saying. So over the years, I understand it that Om Shanti Om
But-
is like a buffet
but I
version
would-
of everything. That
I would agree with the older Abbas. Older as in the younger Abbas.
like Om Shanti Om also.
Yeah, I don't. I
Along
really
with
don't
Kal
like
Ho Na
Om Shanti
Ho.
Om.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
like
So,
it.
but staying
Because,
with
yeah,
this,
I think
so,
it's very
and-
overrated. Om Shanti Om extremely overrated. Even the
But
song.
why
is
do you
not
mean
okay,
like-
to that,
I
we'll
feel,
come to
of
that.
Om Shanti Om.
But
Yeah.
let's talk about Swades. Swades मैंने देखी
Okay.
थी, मैं 16 साल का था.
हाँ.
तुम लोग से बहुत बड़ा था.
मैंने
उस time.
मैंने अभी तक
Did you-
स्वदेश नहीं देखी है.
क्या बात कर
Oh
रहा है?
no, dude.
तो भाई
This is a much
Swades
better
मैंने भी नहीं
movie
देखी.
than Veer
Swades
Zara.
was also Ashutosh Gowarkar's follow-up
Yeah.
to Lagan.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
expectations were sky high. And
delivered,
Swades,
yeah.
I saw thrice in the theaters और वो पिक्चर देख के मैंने लगा था कि भाई देश बदल सकता है भाई अगर
Did you?
I
Okay, was the theater full when you went for Swades? Do you remember?
2 times it was because it was the early weeks of the release. And
कितनी
then,
बार
Okay,
देखने गए
okay.
थे आप जो
Okay.
2 times
and
आपको
by the
मालूम
third
है.
time you could sense that people have seen the movie and it
Huh.
yeah it was
Because
it was
again,
also
that it
very
wasn't a
serious
mega
movie.
hit. It was just
Exactly,
about a
yeah,
hit.
yeah, yeah.
and
So the thing
did
with
average business.
Swades was एक तो मुझे पता लग गया कि वो 3 घंटे की है, ठीक है, तो
Which was
secondly
still shorter than
हाँ
Lagan.
हाँ तो and secondly so I was not a big SRK buff back then uh, and Swades का concept someone told me is based on Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi
Right.
and that's why his name is Mohan in the
Wait.
movie.
What? I did not know this.
Yeah.
A foreigner comes to India, sees the poverty, and decides to
stay
back.
here and change.
Yeah.
So Gandhi ji ka
I mean, but Gandhi didn't make the water turbine for his village.
Well, he made the charkha. He at least popularized it, if not make it.
Exactly.
Oh,
So
okay,
that
okay, that kind of makes sense.
and then मैंने ना कुछ clippings देख लिए थे स्वदेश के. One was that कि वो चाय वाला जब ट्रेन का, that was one was कि वो एक मैंने लास्ट सीन पहले देख लिया था कि वो आंटी ऐसे देख रही है और वो बल्ब जल जाता है एंड ऐसे कुछ पीयूष मिश्रा का सीक्वेंस देख लिया था बिकॉज पीयूष मिश्रा का मैं फैन था, तो मैंने ऐसे कुछ ग्लिम्पसेस देख लिए टू लाइक हाँ पता है क्या हो रहा है पिक्चर में.
You were a fan of Piyush Mishra before Shah Rukh Khan.
Yeah.
Okay. Very weird, but let's go on.
जब मैं थिएटर कर रहा था तो थिएटर में हम लोग उनकी बुक्स पढ़ रहे थे, उनकी पोएट्रीज पढ़ रहे थे एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट. तो आई वेंट बैक, सो व्हाई आई वेंट बैक टू स्वदेश वाज टू सी पीयूष मिश्रा का वो क्लिप.
Okay.
कि पीयूष मिश्रा ने वो एक सीन क्या किया है.
हाँ.
तो वो सब देख के लाइक हाँ ये आ गया, यहाँ रुक गया है, अब इसने बना दिया है पानी का टरबाइन और अब हो गई पिक्चर. काहे नु 3.5 घंटे इस पिक्चर को.
But there's a lot more though in the movie.
Yeah, obviously मतलब मैं 15 मिनट 3.5 घंटे जज कर रहा हूँ. But
so for me, I think
again,
this is still the best Shah Rukh Khan performance. I'm going to put
क्या
it out
बात
there.
कर रहे हो?
For
The
me.
performance.
right up there. I would agree right up there for sure.
I don't think
I mean, yeah, this debate,
the only other film that comes close, I think, is Chak De.
Chak
but
De,
I
I was just gonna say Chak De.
The way he committed to his role in this movie, I don't think he has.
Have you guys? No, okay. Have you guys seen Dear Zindagi though? Have all of you seen?
Yeah,
Dear
I have.
Zindagi?
Yeah,
It's a much
yeah,
later
yeah.
movie.
Not
It's
a
a
big
much later
fan.
movie. Not a big fan. I feel
No.
Shah Rukh in that movie was amazing. Like
Shah
Ali was
Rukh in
good.
that movie was charm.
Yeah, exactly. So
I-
he
I-
again
I-
very
Charm.
naturally was. That is the most natural I would say Shah Rukh has been, like acting wise, you know,
I think
like not putting on more extra airs for the camera. And all. Yeah, sorry,
Saurabh, you're
go ahead.
I think Shah Rukh Khan trying realism is not right.
He's right actually. He's right.
The reason
No,
I say
I
it
don't.
becomes
I
it
don't.
becomes,
I don't think
it
that's-
becomes so much of, you know, it doesn't look effortless, A, and second it's Shah Rukh Khan, it just doesn't go.
Genuinely पता है, genuinely अभी
Okay,
जब मैं रॉकेटरी
maybe.
देख रहा था ना, रॉकेटरी
No,
देख रहा था and in the same frame we have Shahrukh interviewing R Madhavan and towards the end जब
Nambi's
R
character,
Madhavan हाँ तो towards the end जब Shahrukh is playing Shahrukh in the movie.
Okay.
तो towards the end जब नंबी अपनी स्टोरी खत्म करता है तो everybody is crying and everybody is like really जैसे वो अपना होता है ना हल्के से आंसू गिर रहे हैं वो
और
पोंछ रहे
शाहरुख
हैं
की
और वो-
आंखें लाल है
और शाहरुख की Oh God, शाहरुख की अंतरिक्ष
yeah.
भाई बैंग ऑन पता है जो आपने बोला
Yeah.
एग्जैक्टली दैट. उसकी आंखें लाल हैं, वो हल्का हल्का कांप रहा है, उसकी जीभ उसकी वो इट्स लिजिट
उसने
Yeah.
it's legit
But he's making
this.
it work, right?
And it's just
Yeah.
that nobody else can make it work
Right.
except Shahrukh. And
Right.
like Shahrukh खड़ा भी हो रहा ना तो हल्का टिल्ट करके जेब में हाथ डाल के and I was like भाई अब बाहें खोल के मत खड़े हो जाना. It's so out of
Nambi,
character for this
come
movie.
give me a
Like,
hug.
Nambi, I love the fuck out of you.
you would call Nambi Madan Chopra.
But bro, Shahrukh is that guy and I don't think anybody but Shahrukh can pull that off because now see one reason that I think he Shahrukh ki aajkal ki movies are not probably you know hitting the mark.
Correct. Yeah.
That's what,
Because-
dude. Like, so I'm also thinking, in the last decade, like from 2012 to 2022, he hasn't had that many movies. So, firstly, your
Yeah.
next episode gonna be a lot shorter than this episode.
हम ही रहेंगे उस पे भी क्या
हाँ.
पता.
Yeah, also wrong. But so that I think has an added feature where he has a lot more to work with in this decade and in the 90s and compared to this current movies is what you're talking.
यार यू नो अब जैसे जब ये वाला डेकेड था जिस डेकेड की हम बात कर रहे हैं इसके अंदर शाहरुख का ये वाला स्टाइल पीक पे था. यू नो यू रिमेंबर दैट
That's what he
डायलॉग
was starting to become a
हाँ,
brand from an
एग्जैक्टली
actor.
वो
Yeah.
चक दे इंडिया में वो वाला डायलॉग जो है हर टीम में सिर्फ एक ही गुंडा हो सकता है और इस टीम का गुंडा मैं हूँ. भाई इतना कांपने की जरूरत नहीं थी उस डायलॉग में फॉर श्योर. आराम से बोल सकता था वो डायलॉग बट शाहरुख ने वो बनाया मैं हूं ना में पूरा टाइम वो कांप रहा है. ठीक है, एंड देन वो गर्दन का ये करना हर उस पे चलने में, और मैंने तुझे अभी भी देखा है जो गाना है उसके अंदर वो आउटफिट ऑरेंज कार्गो वाइट शर्ट ग्रे जैकेट जिसमें वो बाहें खोल के खड़ा है and like ये कर रहा है
and that leather armband.
एग्जैक्टली आर्म
yes,
बैंड्स भाई,
yes,
आर्म बैंड्स कूल करवा दिए थे भाई शाहरुख ने उस पिक्चर के
that's
बाद।
true, kind
एंड
of,
देन
yeah, sure.
हर पिक्चर में उसका वो वाला एक सीन जिसमें वो हीरोइन को अपने बहुत पास लाके
उसकी
अपनी
नाक सूंघता
हाँ
कान
अपनी बहुत गहरी सी आवाज में आके
Yeah.
कुछ बोलता है, एंड इसमें प्रीति जिंटा के साथ भी इतना एकदम पास खींच के ये चश्मे उतार के देखो, अरे
अरे भाई नंबर है भाई मेरे को।
वो हीरोइन का गला भी सूंघता है उससे।
Basically, we're saying he was a creep.
पता है जब मैं सौरभ से बात कर रहा था ना कि इस एपिसोड के बारे में, आउटसाइड ऑफ द स्टूडियो ही इज लाइक आई एम सच अ बिग फैन और ये और वो, और स्टूडियो में डूइंग द पॉडकास्ट हाँ वो उसकी नाक सूंघ रहा था, वो उसका गला सूंघ रहा था, वो उसका ये कर रहा था, अगर आर यू श्योर यू आर अ फैन ब्रो?
No, see,
these are
he's an extra big fan because he's an extra big fan because that's the kind of shit you notice on like the 10th watch
Yeah.
of the movie. That's not the thing
आपने
you notice in
शाहरुख
the
की
first watch.
सबसे एक ऐसी कौन सी मूवी जो आपने सबसे ज्यादा बारी देखी है?
Again, मैंने बादशाह ही देखी यार, बादशाह मैं देखते रहता हूँ बार बार, एंडलेसली देखी है मैंने।
अब्बास भाई आपने?
It's tough, यार. I'm sure it's either DDLJ or K3G, one of the two.
डीडीएलजे मराठा मंदिर में देखी है क्या आप लोग ने?
नहीं यार,
हाँ
नहीं।
हाँ मैंने देखी है।
मैंने भी देखी है।
Wow,
अरे,
man, like
मैंने ओरिजिनल रन में देखी थी 95 में।
at मराठा मंदिर only.
Yes, at मराठा मंदिर।
आप कहीं साथ
He knew.
पिक्चर तो नहीं बना रहे थे उनके
Yeah,
जाके?
yeah, Abbas knew something we didn't
Hey
know about
guys, Abbas was
मराठा
the
मंदिर
right
का
guy.
इम्पोर्टेंस।
उस टाइम पे मराठा मंदिर में 4 शो चल रहे थे, सिर्फ वो सुबह वाला शो नहीं।
भाई स्विट्जरलैंड में भी क्लैप अब्बास भाई थे। सौरभ
I'm-
तुमने कौन सी देखी है?
Abbas went with his Abbas must have gone
No,
with his
so-
8-year-old girlfriend, and then
I know.
another auntie came, asked him to move, and Abbas was like, "नहीं,
नहीं हटेगा।
Yeah,
go back,
reference to,
go back to
earlier
our
IBM
first
episode.
episode to go back." and
Dude,
listen."
जहाँ तक मुझे याद है, so my fandom of Shah Rukh started because of my elder sister. She was a huge fan of Shah Rukh, so she
Okay.
passed it on to me. So the first Shah Rukh film I think I saw in the theater was Bazigar, okay? And I don't remember, but I think the
Oh,
fact that
wow.
he's playing a negative role was kept a secret.
Hmm.
वो
Hmm.
ट्रेलर्स
Yeah.
वगैरह में नहीं दिखाया था ऐसे।
Yeah.
तो
that's
जब
good
वो
promotion,
शिल्पा
good
शेट्टी
thinking,
को
yeah.
फेंकता है टेरेस से,
Oh
मेरा
God.
ऐसा दिल टूटा कि शाहरुख क्या कर रहे हैं? शाहरुख उम्मीद नहीं थी मुझे।
Yeah.
और
तुम तो अच्छे
थे। क्या हो रहा है ये? So, yeah.
क्या तुम वही नहीं जो बाहें खोल के लड़की प्रपोज कर रहा था? फेंक दी उन्हीं बाहों से तुमने वो लड़की।
बेचारी प्यार करती है
Yeah.
बस यार।
Anyway, where were we?
भाई
The
we-
one movie, हाँ. Saurabh, what about you? What film
So
have
I
you
think
seen?
Dar and Bazigar would be the two.
Why are you watching Dar so much?
So much,
I'm
हाँ।
I'm a little concerned.
Now I am like
और
a
वो
little
गले
डरा
गले
हुआ।
सूखने वाले भी इसको सीन याद है।
Wait. Saurabh, who is your crush?
Dar
Just tell us.
is not a
So
it's
that
not an easy watch. It's not a
Yeah.
movie you would want to watch again and again.
भाई वो छाती पे काट के किरण लिख देता भाई।
I think there's something I cannot explain about that film that whenever it airs on TV, I just go and watch it. So, and including Bazigar as well.
Huh.
So, before
भाई
I
मेरे को पैटर्न लग रहा है बेटी।
Hey, you guys
So-
remember the days when you had to read the newspaper to know what was coming
Yeah,
on TV and then
bro.
figure out your day? Oh, okay, cool. Something cool is coming on. Shah
Yeah.
Rukh Khan ka movie or Dar for Saurabh at 9
हाँ,
p.m.
मुझे याद है मैं
Weirdly enough ये मुझे भी याद है।
I
every day I used to open the newspaper and I used to just मतलब I very specifically go to Cartoon Network वाला section and just
Yes,
see 5
yes.
p.m. मतलब 5 p.m.
Absolutely.
Pokemon 5:30
Oh, Dragon Ball Z,
Digimon,
yes.
Beyblade भाई Dragon Ball Z
Oh.
4 बजे आता था।
हाँ, okay, yeah, correct, sure. It makes
नहीं,
sense.
ये सब
Yeah.
मुझे नहीं याद है।
मैं
मैं
से-
SWAT cats और
मुझे मुझे
Scooby-Doo वाली
मुझे
generation
पता
में।
होता था कि ये आएगा ही आएगा बट जस्ट टू बी लाइक रेस्ट assured कि हाँ आज आने ही वाला
आज
है।
skip तो नहीं
You
होने
guys
वाला।
remember Shah Rukh Khan voiced a Pixar movie, The Incredibles,
Yeah.
where he voiced Mr.
Mr. Incredible
and Aryan did
भाई वो भी
his
सिम्बा
son.
वो भी सिम्बा में भी किया ना इसने।
Oh,
द लायन
really?
द लायन किंग में
yeah.
हिंदी डब मुसाफा गया
मुसाफा मिला।
मुफासा का हिंदी डब
हाँ।
इज शाहरुख
Oh,
एंड
really?
सिम्बा का हिंदी डब
Oh, I
इज
did not know
आर्यन।
this. Okay.
So the
Oh.
promo was the
So,
king
हाँ,
and his prince.
अच्छा।
So that was the promo for
Hmm.
Shah Rukh and Aryan's dub for
Yeah.
The Lion
And
King.
there's that scene
Yeah.
where Simba
Right.
goes and actually eats some really questionable plants in the scene, and then Aryan took inspiration from that. And this joke
We'll
is
not talk about
What?
guys. This is a Shah Rukh Khan appreciation episode.
I'm not saying anything about
Hey,
Shah Rukh.
we didn't say it was an Aryan appreciation episode.
No,
But wait,
so-
Saurabh was saying something about Dar before we cut him off.
Yeah, Dar and
Yeah.
Oh,
Bazigar.
yeah.
You've watched the most number of times.
I think it's because when I was
we need to get in touch with Saurabh's early girlfriend and ask
I
them.
was just about to say that. I really hope कि
That's what
तुम्हारी ex
I was
girlfriend
saying.
ठीक है पता है.
होली
No,
पे
I
कहाँ
was
जा रहे हैं
saying even
सौरभ बता दे.
बटन को
I was saying that
क्या
we should
लिखा
get in
तुम्हारी
touch.
शादी में?
Thank God there's no Kiran in office.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
I've
saying we
made
should get in
them
touch with
obsessed with
Saurabh's
both the
current
movies.
girlfriends also and make sure they're okay.
सोचो
he still loves
सोचो
Dar.
सौरभ से कोई पूछ रहा है कि उसका नाम क्या जिस तुम प्यार करते हो एंड इज लाइक नाम लूंगा तो मोहब्बत बदनाम हो जाएगी.
He can only date women with names starting with K.
Yeah.
That's the only way.
That's the
turned on.
condition.
I want to
We
talk
already talked
about
about
2005, yeah, where he doesn't do a
Only
big
one
movie.
movie.
He only does Paheli, where
Paheli.
he's also the producer and he plays
But it
a
became
डबल
big.
रोल
an
a double role
and also an offbeat role in an offbeat
yeah.
movie.
एंड इस मूवी में भी वो
Dude, and
किसी और की
you remember the
गर्लफ्रेंड चुराता है
controversy?
और वो किसी और की गर्लफ्रेंड खुद की ही होती है उसकी.
हाँ.
वो भूत बन के भी इंसान की गर्लफ्रेंड चुरा लेता है भाई.
You
But
were
this
saying,
this
yeah.
Paheli went for the Oscars, was our Oscars entry
Yeah.
famously back then. And
it
was
our
very
Oscar.
big news. That was the first year I even remember thinking about, oh, India से भी पिक्चरें जाती हैं ऑस्कर में यार.
यार,
I had
उसके
never even
कुछ
thought
साल
about that
पहले
before.
लगान गई थी यार, वो तो सिलेक्ट भी हुई थी मेन.
No, I
And-
think
and that big rumor की लगान एक ही वोट से हार
don't
गई
remember
थी
that.
और ये और
बाबा
Oh,
लगान
yeah?
made it to the final
Okay.
five.
Yes, Undertaker.
oh,
The
again
only
I don't even remember
second
that part.
movie, I
I remember this being
और
because I
तब
don't know
से
why,
आमिर
but
खान
I
का
remember
obsession ही
this.
नहीं खत्म हुआ.
I remember this being a controversy that Paheli
Yeah.
was what we
Yeah.
chose to send. You know,
Correct.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I don't know why, but I don't remember what it was
because it
competing
wasn't
with
a
or
great
something
movie.
now. Possible. But
That's
what
how
is
it
what
do
are
it.
it competing against? What other good movies were on this year?
I don't
remember
remember.
it.
I have to look this up.
शाहरुख को कंपटीशन की जरूरत नहीं भाई. शाहरुख खुद का ही कंपटीशन.
ये तो
So,
सलमान के
2005
डायलॉग
में
शाहरुख के लिए क्यों मार रहा है? But
एक
you
बार
wanted
शाहरुख
to
जो
talk-
कमिटमेंट ले लेता है वो अपने बाप की
उसके बाद
You-
अपनी बेटे की सुन लेता तो
अपनी
शायद
बेटी
बच जाता.
को-
बट चलो.
So let's talk about Chak De, which comes next year.
Bro, चक दे bro.
Chak De, for in my mind, is the first time he was actually addressing. He's playing.
His
wanted
age.
to play his
Hmm.
age.
Yeah.
Which is
And he's gone back hill again, but उस मूवी में he was like चलो
yeah.
ठीक है.
Yeah.
Now he's romancing Deepika and all, but okay.
But dude, that part no where he is
तुम लोग ने देखी?
he
Chak
is
De
accused
theatre में?
of being हाँ थिएटर में देखी.
हाँ, मैंने भी देखी.
दो
फुल
बार
हाउस
देखी
फर्स्ट डे
मैंने.
फर्स्ट शो. ऐसे
Oh, wow, great.
एंड के सीन्स में ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे सच में मैं स्पोर्ट्स वाले स्टेडियम में हूँ.
भाई वो विद्या
Yeah.
मेरी तरफ देखो.
But that
विद्या.
scene
या खुदा ये
Yeah.
सीधा शॉट लेगी या
हाँ,
खुदा इसकी हॉकी इस तरफ है उसकी तरफ है एंड विद्या देख लेते हैं. हम लोग भाई एग्जाम में मेरी तरफ भी देख लो यार कोई.
जब
मेरे को तो नहीं
शाहरुख
यार.
बोलता है ना लड़की को पलट तो पलटती है.
भाई मैं
हाँ.
आपको स्कैम यार तू क्या क्रीपी आदमी है भाई. भाई मैं आपको सबसे बड़ा स्कैम बताता हूँ भाई
But-
शाहरुख के करियर का. मतलब उसने नहीं किया उसके साथ हुआ कि डीडीएलजे के जो डिजिटल प्रिंट्स हैं उसके अंदर तीसरा पलट नहीं है.
Are you serious?
Yeah. You cannot find the third पलट in any of the digital prints. और आज के टाइम में डिजिटल प्रिंट्स के अलावा आपके पास प्रिंट्स ही नहीं है. तो अगर आप मराठा
क्यों
मन
किया उन्होंने
आई
ये?
हैव नो क्लू. लाइक इट्स सो फेमस कि वो तीन
Yeah.
बार तीसरे पलट पे वो पलटती है.
हाँ.
अगर आप अभी यूट्यूब करोगे एंड यू विल टाइप द पलट सीन वो दूसरे
sure
पलट
of
में
this?
पलट जाते हैं भाई. 110%. आई हैव स्पेंट
That's a very
वीक्स
weird thing.
looking
That's a
for the
very weird
third
thing.
पलट. Yeah bro,
Or
it's
do we
super
remember
weird.
it incorrectly?
नो ब्रो इट्स द थर्ड भाई इस चीज को वेरीफाई करने के लिए मैं मराठा मंदिर में दोबारा देखने गया पिक्चर.
वहाँ है 3 बार.
नहीं है वहां भी 2 बार ही है क्योंकि वहां पे भी अब सारे ओरिजिनल प्रिंट्स को उन्होंने डिजिटल प्रिंट से रिप्लेस कर दिया.
That's weird.
That's very weird.
Yeah, very
अच्छा,
odd.
everybody who's listening to this episode, go to YouTube after this episode and search for DDLJ का पलट scene, and if you guys can find वो वाला
3
print जहाँ पे
पलट्स.
3 पलट हैं, please send it to me because I really want to just satisfy myself by saying yeah है, it exists, but it does not. Like, yeah.
Very weird.
Yeah. Now that we can come back on Chak De India, I
Just
just
India. I remember that scene where he is
Again, no heroine, no
accused of
romantic interest. Accused of being a traitor, yeah.
in Chak De India, that scene where he is accused of being a Deshdrohi because he shook the hand of a Pakistani player at the end of the match that he lost. It's just that part is so heart wrenching. It's crazy.
भाई गद्दार वद्दार
Like
लिख
they,
देता है भाई वो
Yeah.
बच्चा आगे कोयले
वो
से
बच्चा सरदार बच्चा
साला
साला साला
और फिर खुद ही आके ही इज मेकिंग अमेंड्स ऐसा खुद ही
correct.
एक तो वो बच्चा 8 साल में
गलती,
वही
sorry.
वैसा ही रहा
नहीं, वो उसका बेटा होगा ना।
शाहरुख फिर एंड में उसको हॉकी दे रहा है लाइक चक दे हो सकता है उसे नहीं खेलनी हॉकी
नहीं अब उसके बाद तो खेलनी होगी यार अब.
But also, when I
But
look back at that scene seems slightly stupid.
ये पक्का फैन नहीं है शाहरुख का भाई फॉर श्योर
But why go ahead. Why
But
does it
I-
seem stupid?
It's not about Shah Rukh. It's the person who wrote that screen. Oh,
सीन
sorry.
स्क्रिप्ट और सीन को
कंबाइन
कंबाइन करके
हाँ हाँ तो why?
So he shakes his hands with the Pakistani guy, and the media, reports it and becomes like he has
Yeah, but
cheated
there
on the
was
ship.
a
But
time-
that really.
I mean,
was a time
Navjot
where
Singh
there was
Sidhu
all
hugged
happening, yeah.
Imran Khan, and the media did the exact same thing,
Oh,
saying,
God.
Exactly.
"How
Like,
can we
that's
trust
from-
Navjot Singh Sidhu with
But
states?"
Yeah.
I thought we were
It's been a
smarter
thing.
than that.
Yeah, we
No,
thought,
bro.
but we are not.
yeah
Bro,
because all
what are
of
you
us don't
talking
listen
about,
to
man?
smarter with Sid na
Oh, subtle plug of another IVM show.
Yeah, Abbas was just mentioning something which we had to cut out, which we don't want to repeat, but
Oh,
you
no,
get
I
it.
didn't
so-
say anything.
no no
Clearly.
Abbas is clearly
was-
very chill
I was saying
So that's
that
what I'm
Chak
saying. Yeah.
India also he does not have a romantic interest. He's playing a bit of a
Bro,
elderly statesman.
he is in love with his mulk
Maula
That's true, yes.
mere-
रे
Yeah,
ले ले मेरी जान dude मेरे को
Yeah.
this episode surely doesn't qualify for simping over SRK
Of course we are. So what comes
Next one.
the major Dawn?
So next one, yeah, after that is Om Shanti Om. After
Do you
Chak De,
want to
then was
talk
Rab Ne
about
Bana Di
Kabhi
Jodi.
Alvida Na Kehna?
bro actually
I think
yes
we are
Okay.
skipping quite a few. Wait.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
are skipping too
we-
many. Yeah. So Chak
नहीं,
De
नहीं,
ke
we are
paas
not.
is
We
Om Shanti
skipped
Om, which
Kabhi
we talked
Alvida
about.
Na Kehna.
Om
Then
Shanti
Rab Ne
was
Bana Di Jodi comes.
2007.
bro Kabhi Alvida Na Kehna where he
Oh, sorry.
makes
I
Rani
did not-
Mukherjee divorce
Yeah.
her husband and then he convinces her कि चलो हम शादी कर लेते हैं and then he's like मितवा
I
So-
think Kabhi Alvida Na Kehna is an
Talking about Aditya Chopra, Rani Mukherjee divorce Aditya Chopra.
the first half is nice, but I don't like Shah Rukh in that. They give him this very grumpy
I don't like the
character.
movie.
yeah
It's a
Yeah,
little
yeah, correct.
off-putting.
and that वो वाला डायलॉग जिसके अंदर रानी एंड शाहरुख आर प्लानिंग कि वो अपनी अपनी एनिवर्सरी पे अपने अपने
Same restaurant में
partners
जाएंगे.
को क्या
Yes.
गिफ्ट दे एंड देन ही इज लाइक डिवोर्स दे देते हैं काफी सरप्राइज हो जाएंगे वो एंड
But
देन
he's right.
दोनों
He was right. They would- they
एंड
would have
देन
done.
दोनों
And they
सेम
were-
ही रेस्टोरेंट में जाके एक दूसरे के आमने
दूसरे के
सामने
बाद
वाला
cheers मत कर
टेबल
रहे।
ले लेते हैं और एक
Cheers
दूसरे
कर
को
रहे
देख के चीयर्स दे रहे हैं
like
क्या क्या
plan
बक रहा है भाई?
successful.
Here, I solidify myself as the creepy guy here, but
But solidified long ago,
but I find him actually interesting in the film. It's
Okay.
completely different. Like we have now, he's grumpy, he's irritating.
Hmm.
He's just
Again, you
doing
liked him in Dar,
random
so it
lines
makes
like
sense.
this.
You would
Basically,
like
he's
this,
from
yes.
Delhi in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's from Delhi.
You know, I really like. I don't like Kabhi Alvida Na Kehna also that much of a as a movie, but I love the song "Gore Gore Mukhde." Chand
Be
Ke
my
Toode."
love.
Yeah,
याद ही नहीं
I love
तेरा
that
नाम।
song.
भाई
Yeah,
क्या
yeah.
बात कर रहे हो गोड़े गोड़े
हाँ।
मुखड़े गोड़े गोड़े
Gore Gore Mukhde.
गोड़े गोड़े मुखड़े
मुसाफा।
Be my love.
भाई
Chand
उसके
ke
अंदर
toode,
अमिताभ
be my
बच्चन
love.
प्लेयर
Sexy Sam, हाँ।
प्लेयर का रोल प्ले कर रहा है प्लेयर
Yeah, correct.
मैं चुप ही हो जाता हूँ बेटर
Then next up was Dawn. I love
Love
Dawn.
Dawn.
Shah Rukh Khan wali
My parents
So good.
hated Dawn. They're like,
What are you
how
saying?
dare you remake a movie
remake.
जो
I've
अमिताभ
seen both.
बच्चन की
I've
थी.
seen both. Both
भाई,
have their
I
good
like
points, you know?
Dawn. I
both.
like Dawn too also. मेरे को तो
Yeah.
मजा आया.
Dawn is a great example of style over substance. I think it's a
Yeah.
great movie to look
Sure.
at.
और एंड में शाहरुख जो
sure.
शाहरुख को ही गोदी में लेके घूम रहा है ना आखिरी सीन में मस्त.
हाँ मतलब
Dude,
Cigarette
that
उड़ाता
cigarette
है.
flick.
हाँ,
That
हाँ.
cigarette
Oh,
flick. Yes, exactly.
शानदार.
dude.
वो
Oh God,
वो
so good.
सीन आई थिंक शाहरुख इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल नहीं मेरे को ये बोलना नहीं चाहिए रॉन्ग स्टेटमेंट
बोल,
बट
बोल, बोल.
भाई शाहरुख के
for you
चक्कर
to
में
start smoking.
I didn't
Look.
start smoking. I have never smoked.
I started flicking. I started
okay,
wasting my
Dad,
cigarettes
it's
because
not
of Shah Rukh.
भाई genuinely पता है वो वाला सीन देख के I was like मैं घर मैं माचिस की तीली जलाता था घर में
और
और
फट कर
ऐसे
गया।
फेंक रहा होता था भाई, एंड आई यूज्ड टू बी लाइक, वो सीन देख के कि उसका ये फिंगर इधर
मैंने
जा रहा है,
घर
वो
ही जला
फिंगर
दिया।
उधर जा रहा है।
एंड ओकली के shades
Oh,
got really
I
popular because of
Oh,
that
Dawn
movie.
देख के I bought this black jeans, black high neck, black overcoat, black specs, and I was
which you
like,
are still wearing.
and I was like, मैं Dawn है. And
Yeah.
every time I used to wear those, और मैं अपने अब बोलता ये करता.
You know, there is something very
मुझको
interesting.
पहचान लो.
पहचान
Wait, Saurabh has something
Okay.
interesting.
Something very interesting in the way Shah Rukh Khan
Interesting
fights.
or creepy? Are you sure?
Shah Rukh Khan fights.
Interesting.
How come?
Yeah. I think the way he takes the hits, his entire body will shake in a way where
भाई
वो ऐसे ही इतना कांपता है.
शाहरुख का
है ना?
एंटायर करियर इज
Career
हिम
is-
शेकिंग.
Yeah.
ठीक है.
When
वो
he gets
रो रहा है,
angry,
he
it's always like
shaking.
his
Shake.
When
head
he's
shakes, you
crying,
know?
he's shaking. When
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
fighting, he's shaking.
Yeah.
Is he from Dubai?
oh good lord.
Harlem Shake. Okay.
Guys, we are
Uh,
not high.
You guys,
I
you
promise.
guys remember? So Shah
I
Rukh has
must
also.
tell-
So I don't think we're gonna be talking about this. Maybe maybe you want to save this for the next episode because there are fewer movies in the next episode. So
Mhm.
but he has some great ads. If you're talking about the Lux ad, you remember the Videocon ad? That line,
Oh,
match
yes.
on to Videocon,
Yes.
became that became the selling point for Videocon, and till date is match on for Videocon. You know what it is, what it means,
Yeah.
and who
True,
said
true.
it. You know,
Hmm.
there's some very cool ads. Sunfeast ka he was the longest for the longest time.
भाई
Santro,
टाटा स्काई वो
Hyundai.
टाटा स्काई लगा डाला तो लाइव जिंगा लाला.
Let's
That
go.
was
Yeah,
also
Lagada
Shah
Lagada
Rukh.
Jingada was Shah Rukh.
That was also Shah Rukh, I
Oh.
guess.
Anyway,
yeah.
Anyway, back to
I
the
think
movies.
we've spoken about Om Shanti Om, so
Yeah.
let's
You can
not go
skip
there.
that. Yeah.
I
Rab
would
ne
like
bana di.
to Rab ne bana di jodi.
रब ने
What
बना
do
दी
we
जोड़ी
think?
में भी he steals his own girl.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, but
As
shit
the other guy,
movie.
yeah.
I don't
But
really
shit
like
movie,
it.
yeah.
I don't
I
know,
like
I don't know.
Surinder Sahni as a character, but
भाई
not much else.
भाई मतलब अगर मैं दाढ़ी काट के घर चला जाऊं तो घर वाले ना पहचाने बेसिकली द प्लॉट ऑफ द
Yeah.
मूवी.
अब चश्मा कौन पहनेगा भाई?
See, as someone,
Sorry.
as somebody who believes that when Clark Kent takes off his glasses, he becomes Superman, and everybody is okay with it, I cannot complain on that front.
That's true.
But
True.
not a great movie.
But then शाहरुख
हाँ ठीक था मतलब.
ठीक था.
हाँ.
आई थिंक
I would
शाहरुख
like
को
to-
अलाउड है. शाहरुख कर ले यार मतलब.
I'd like to mention his special appearance in Luck by Chance because that is the first time he's actually acknowledging that yes, I am the king of Bollywood now. If you remember the cameo,
yeah, I
Farhan
do.
Akhtar is playing this struggling actor.
I've actually very recently
actually,
watched Luck
फिर
by
भी
Chance
दिल है
for the
Meets him at
first
a
time.
हिंदुस्तान
party.
He
and
had-
he meets in a party where Shah Rukh has like an entourage and everything.
Yeah.
And he takes a moment to come and tell him, "Ke, हाँ, मैं तुम्हारा काम देख रहा हूँ, you're an upcoming." And then it gives him a little speech about fame and what really matters in life.
Yeah, and he says कि ये जो तुम्हारे दोस्त हैं हमेशा इनका ख्याल रखना क्योंकि
Exactly. Yeah,
ये
yeah.
तुम्हारे साथ जब कोई नहीं था तब ये तो
हाँ, हाँ.
क्यों है मुझे शाहरुख की हर एक चीज याद मुझे नहीं आइडिया है. But I think
तू ही सबसे बड़ा simp है.
I swear bro यार पता है I'll tell you this one very I don't know again it could be creepy but
We have Saurabh on the episode. It can't be more
भाई
creepy.
मैं genuinely like so whenever I I feel like going out for a
You're
drive
playing that song.
नहीं it's an भाई बहुत weird है ठीक है so what I'll do is I'll drive around the city and then I'll just randomly like one pit stop will always be Mannat.
Oh.
So I'll drive around the whole city and then while going
and then
back
you do the Om Shanti Om वाला dialogue outside the Mannat. एक दिन मैं इसके
हाँ.
बंगलों में
यार
रहूंगा.
I don't know why so I once I
Which
was
is a
like
quote copied from The Alchemist, but we'll not go there.
Oh, is it really?
this
I
guy
don't
just
know.
wants to ruin everything. ठीक है. So there was this one time where I was sitting outside
Near
Mannat
Mannat,
with a
हाँ,
friend
हाँ.
and so Shah Rukh is also from Delhi.
Oh fuck, मुझे लगा बोला Shah Rukh was also there.
Yes. भाई 2:30-3 बज रहे थे
हाँ.
and हम लोग ये सोच रहे थे कि so Shah Rukh has very openly said that he doesn't sleep. वो क्योंकि रात को उसकी डॉटर सुबह होती है जहाँ पे उसकी डॉटर पढ़ रही थी उस टाइम पे तो रात को ही स्पेंड्स टाइम चैटिंग विद हर एंड देन सुबह से तो काम शुरू हो जाता है उसका. तो वी वर जस्ट सिटिंग एंड वी वर लाइक कि व्हाट इफ it's 3 AM and there's nobody around हम ही दो बैठे हैं यहाँ पे पागलों की तरह. What if just Shah Rukh wants to take a walk in this breeze?
हाँ.
And we are just sitting there and like just imagine यहाँ पे ये भी बड़ा गेट खुले and then Shah Rukh walks out just to have a smoke probably, and then हम वहाँ बैठे बैठे एक short film बनाए जा रहे हैं कि then Shah Rukh would be like कि for a day, if you वो नायक वाला ना, if you want to be the CM for one day,
yeah.
and if like you want to live एक दिन की शाहरुख की जिंदगी अगर तुम्हें जी के दिखने
कितनी
में,
दारू पी हुई थी स्नेहिल.
भाई we were sober as fuck and we were just thinking and we were just like कि एक एक सपने और एक रियलिटी के बीच में सिर्फ एक ये दीवार खड़ी है. And after that conversation, it's been like a ritual of sorts where every drive like has this point where I just go to Mannat and I just look at Mannat and then
स्नेहिल पास करते
वहां
करते
से
ऐसे करके
वहां से मैं
for audio listeners I just touched my forehead and my heart.
वहां से मैं U-turn लेके and I don't know why, but it's like just one thing because he is also like from Delhi. उसके स्कूल में like I've played cricket and all of that, तो एक बहुत ही ऐसा लगता है कि यार अपने ही जैसा एक बंदा अगर ये
यहाँ
सब
इतना बड़ा हो गया. हाँ.
you know, so like probably it's just that
इमोशनल
wall.
कर दिया यार
Yeah,
स्नेहिल ने.
bro.
हम अच्छा खासा मजाक उड़ा रहे थे फिल्मों का.
But bro, that's why like Shah Rukh, that is when I started becoming like a Shah Rukh simp basically. After coming to Mumbai, when I saw that Mannat and you know Land's End, like this guy, वो गाना सुना होगा ना आपने, चांद तारे. Exactly.
उसमें वो जगह है
उसमें एक
जहाँ उसका
सीक्वेंस,
बंगला
हाँ
है.
ये मैंने पिछले एपिसोड में
हाँ,
बात
हाँ.
करी है, प्लीज सुनो उस एपिसोड को प्लीज. ठीक है, सो उसमें एक छोटा सा सीक्वेंस है जो मन्नत के आगे शूट किया गया है एंड उसमें सो देयर इज दिस थिंग दैट एवरीथिंग ही सेज इन दैट सॉन्ग ही इज अचीव्ड बाय
Has
नाउ.
come true, yeah.
ठीक है,
True.
एंड इट्स जस्ट लाइक शाहरुख ब्रो, हैट्स ऑफ इफ यू आर लिसनिंग.
बस चांद तारे तोड़ लाना इस बात
Ah,
में.
I was
Everything else
about
is
to
done.
say.
Yeah, correct.
Apparently he owns a land on moon also, bro. Who knows?
पर तोड़ के लाया ना. Oh yeah. Next is बिल्लू
We're
Barber.
still in like 2008. Billu,
Yeah,
not
why-
a good movie.
No, it was okay.
I
But
liked it, yaar,
why did they have to remove the barber from the name? There was some
Because
controversy.
there was a controversy. Barber said
Why?
it's
Do you
a
remember?
derogate. I think it was seen as a derogatory
Oh,
term.
barbers
Yeah.
got pissed. Is
Yeah.
that what happened?
Yes.
Barbers got pissed कि तुम हमें barbers
What?
क्यों बुला रहे हो basically.
Yeah. Dude, क्या बिल्लू ना ही बोलते हैं यार?
नहीं फिर वो और ऑफेंड होता है अंतरिक्ष भाई.
It's like saying बावर्ची and chef.
बिल्लू beauticians.
Billu beautician.
Billu
Face
salon.
doctors.
Oh, that's great.
hair
Billu
hair
beautician is
master.
great actually. Yeah.
What do we feel about My Name is Khan? I liked it when I
Oh,
come out.
great.
I hate it now.
Great movie.
You
No, I
hate it
actually
now.
still like it.
Okay,
Yeah.
actually your perspective matters the most.
No,
Yes,
I
बताओ.
hate
Pure Khuda
because,
is one of my favorite songs.
Yeah,
No,
it's
no,
a
the
song.
music
Ever.
and everything is good. It's the intention of the movie is also good because the whole war on terror was going on
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Muslims
Yeah.
were being targeted, and since then nothing has changed. But
यार अब ना ऐसा continuity के
But-
सेंटेंस के बीच में बोला करो, एडिट करना मुश्किल हो जाता है भाई.
Arey, but that's a fair thing to say. Why you have to delete that? You don't have to delete
my issue with that is he's playing this person with Asperger's. What is the illness that he has?
I have no clue. Actually there was this controversy that
Wait,
जो
I just want
illness
to
शाहरुख को उस
Google
मूवी
this.
में है वो illness exist ही नहीं करती है.
So my issue is his portrayal of Asperger's syndrome, where exactly, Snayhil is hitting his forehead with his finger, with his fist. वो बहुत ही ham है यार. Like it's if it was in the early stages of SRK, I would still forgive it that okay, he used to generally ham. But this is the phase where he's, like I said, he's done movies like Swades and Chak
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Baheli, where he's got that little bit of a subtlety in his performance.
True.
And in between
Dude, I
that,
just
My Name is
realized-
Khan is just so over the top.
I just realized that the only other reference for Asperger's in like TV and pop culture, whatever, is Abed Nadir in Community.
So in Forrest Gump, also Tom Hanks played this character, which is said Shah Rukh Khan took inspiration from to play
My Name is Khan.
Riaz Rizwan, whatever
Rizwan,
is
Rizwan.
Rizwan Khan in the movie. And so interestingly, the remake of Forrest Gump is coming soon with Amir Khan in the lead. So I don't know. Maybe when I see that movie, I might change my opinion about My Name is Khan.
भाई
But for now,
उस मूवी का ट्रेलर को देख के लग रहा है आमिर खान स्टिल थिंक्स कि वो पीके का एक्सटेंडेड वर्जन है इस मूवी में. यू सीन द ट्रेलर?
I have, yes.
आंखें
Yeah.
खुली हुई हैं, कान निकले तो चलो वो
Yeah,
तो वैसे ही है, बट
and there's a bit of Dhoom 3 as well.
Yeah.
हाँ bro.
Okay.
Anyway, let's come back to Shah Rukh though. We have I can't start
I-
the
so I've
rant
thought
on
about-
this trailer.
So-
Anyway,
just quickly, I will.
Yeah.
So me and my friends have had this discussion, and it would probably make for a very interesting episode of IVM Likes in the future. Is figuring out which of the three big Khans, that is from Amir, Salman, and Shah Rukh, which of them has the most number of legendary status movies. You know, like legendary status comes with like, okay, Dil To Pagal Hai, you know what I mean, because of the hype
Oh,
around the movie. And
I think Shah Rukh will win.
But I don't see
Out
Dil To
and out.
but
Pagal as a legendary movie.
dude, what
I
is considered in the masses as a
I
legendary?
know.
So
I
you
see
understand a
Dilwale
lot of the
Dulhaniya Le
people.
Jayenge as a legend. Like when the
So
history of
that's two movies.
Indian
That's two
cinema is
movies already.
written.
You know, that's two movies
Sure.
already. Like
But
for
then
Amir, it would have to be Lagan,
I
and
would
Dil
I
Chahta Hai
would
would have
make
to
an
be there.
argument for Amir also because Lagan is up there. Dil Chahta Hai
Dil
is up
Chahta is up
there.
there. Yes.
Yeah.
I just want to
Mela.
know why Salman is there as an option at all.
भाई क्योंकि हम आपके हैं कौन में
Dude, also
सलमान था ना
Bajrangi Bhaijaan. I
भाई
would say is
लेजेंडरी
a very
मूवी
good
थोड़ी
film.
है
Not a
बजरंगी
legendary
भाईजान
movie, man.
Dude,
अच्छी वो
I would
अब
say.
बात ये है
Like,
कि
dude,
सलमान
what are you talking
दबंग
about?
करके
It's one of the
बैठा है
highest earning movies
See,
in history. It
Correct,
has to
correct.
count as
Yes,
legendary movie.
he's right. My thing
Yeah.
is legendary से आप क्या बोल रहे हो? Films that in the world are seen as great or in India.
Yeah, that.
हाँ
No,
तो
no.
वर्ल्ड में भाई की कोई पिक्चर नहीं
वर्ल्ड में
आएगी
तो
इंडिया
वैसे
में
तो
आप डाल
dude,
सकते हो
हाँ,
ऐसे तो वर्ल्ड में
जय
तो
हो
शाहरुख की भी कोई पिक्चर नहीं आएगी भाई.
ऑफ
Let's be
कोर्स
honest.
यार
नहीं
दिलवाले
Which
दुल्हनिया
one?
ले जाएंगे is genuinely people see that as a cornerstone in Hindi film industry where it started appealing to a foreign audience, Indian foreign diaspora, right? Which is why
Sure.
there are kids living in the UK and US who have never been to India, Indian origin
They know
kids
Okay,
who
DDLJ.
know
one fun
every
fact.
line of
One fun
हम
fact.
आपके हैं कौन? शाह सलमान.
I mean,
हम
in
आपके हैं
Miss
कौन?
Marvel they name dropped Bazigar. Okay, that is a
DDLJ
Yeah.
also they did.
DD also. That
हाँ,
is a
Yeah,
so
yeah.
one
girl
thing that I
who's-
was telling,
I think it's not about the
DDLJ
film.
का
It's about Shah Rukh.
first choice for DDLJ was Tom Cruise, by the way.
That's what they say. Or are you
That's what-
serious?
No,
That
no,
can't be
yeah,
true.
Tom Cruise is supposed to
तो-
romance
तो-
Kajol.
या अब मुझे नहीं पता
Can't
काजोल
be
ही
true,
आने वाली
bro.
थी या नहीं.
That's
But
obviously made up.
But DDLJ का
Hindsight.
first choice was Tom Cruise, and then it was offered to Amir also, and then Saif also. But शाहरुख ने जिस तरीके से प्ले किया है, I think what Saurabh just said कि I don't think it's the story, it's the setup or
Right,
anything else.
right.
It's Shahrukh.
It's the guy. Huh?
It's Shahrukh, and the image जो DDLJ से शाहरुख का image एकदम ही वो my mom says कि
And
Shahrukh
it's-
has ruined romance for everyone.
हाँ.
Sure.
ये तूने पिछले
That's
एपिसोड
fine.
में भी बोला है.
Oh, इसका
देख,
मतलब
मैंने
आपने
सुना है.
थोड़ा सा तो सुना है.
See, my thing
But-
is Shah Rukh Khan, apart from movies, he did everything. He hosted award shows, he danced on
He's
Yeah.
stage,
great in that,
he
by the
did
way.
tours, he did
Yeah.
ads, he did all this kind of stuff.
True,
so
true,
yeah,
true.
he
Dude,
just put
that
himself
era
out
of
there.
him, Saif hosting all those award shows was the
Yeah,
best
yeah,
award
yeah,
show
yeah.
seasons, you know?
And in fact,
उसके
this
बाद कभी
era
मन ही
that,
नहीं किया यार.
in fact, this era जिसके बारे में हम बात कर रहे हैं, the last movie of this era was जब तक है जान.
Right.
Oh,
You've
हाँ.
seen जब तक है जान?
yes.
No.
भाई
Yeah.
देखो मस्त
यार जब तक जान
एकदम
ठीक है. It's okay.
it's so Shahrukh has played into Shahrukh only in that movie. Like
Hmm.
you'll see Shahrukh जैसे हम लोग शाहरुख को imagine करते हैं ना कि वो intense lover जो सिर्फ
But don't
एक
you think that has also become its criticism that he can only play himself now? He cannot play
that
anything else.
वो है, but then half the audience of Shahrukh wants to see Shahrukh as Shahrukh.
Right.
वही उसका
Hmm.
ऑडियंस है एंड वही उसका यूएसपी है. एंड जब तक है जान में ही प्लेज दिस इंटेंस लवर कि वो ही इज चैलेंजिंग गॉड. सो देयर इज दिस डायलॉग वेयर इज लाइक कि कटरीना उसके अंदर कटरीना की एक बुरी आदत है उस पिक्चर में अपेरेंटली बुरी आदत कि वो मन्नत मांगती है बहुत ज्यादा.
है.
और उसमें
तेरी
शाहरुख
तरह है.
शाहरुख का मन्नत
उसका
नहीं
बंगलो.
मांगा उसने.
She wants his bungalow.
Just like
Damn it.
I
इसलिए वो बुरी आदत है क्यों है पता नहीं.
I knew कि अंतरिक्ष भाई द बंगलो बोलने वाले हैं.
Yeah, of course.
उससे पहले I was like not the घर but मन्नत की आप मुझे ये चीज दे दो तो मैं ये चीज
So
छोड़
greedy
दूंगा.
Katrina is.
ठीक है.
So as soon as she gets it, she will leave it.
हाँ, so basically for an example कि आप मुझे ये जॉब दिला दो तो मैं सिगरेट पीना छोड़ दूंगी.
अच्छा वैसे.
ठीक है.
हाँ.
तो ऐसा सीन. तो एक सीक्वेंस में शाहरुख का बहुत बुरा एक्सीडेंट हो जाता है एंड कटरीना गोज टू जीसस एंड शी सेज कि आप इसको जिंदा कर दो, मतलब इसको बचा लो बेसिकली, और मैं इसी को छोड़ दूं. हाँ, मैं इसी को छोड़, मतलब इसकी
Yes,
जान
yes.
की कीमत मैं अपना प्यार देती हूँ पर
अच्छा.
आप इसको मतलब मारो मत. ठीक है. वो बच जाता है एंड ही कम्स बैक टू कटरीना एंड शी इज लाइक कि देखो मैंने तो मन्नत में तुम्हें ही छोड़ दिया है.
हाँ.
ठीक है. तो नाउ ही इज एट
Yes, he's like पूरा बंगलो मेरा. Yes.
Thank you, Jesus.
तो नाउ शाहरुख इज एट वॉर विद गॉड
Hmm.
कि उसने मेरी जान की कीमत अपना प्यार दिया है. राइट. तो या तो तुम्हें मुझे मारना पड़ेगा या तो तुम्हें मेरा प्यार मुझे लौटाना पड़ेगा. So he gets into the bomb squad of Indian Army, और वो हर bomb को diffuse करने के लिए
Can I just say
without
I love
He-
the seriousness and
he's a
passion
comedian
with
in
which
the movie.
Snayhil is
Yeah.
narrating this absolutely abysmal plot of a movie. बोल sorry मैंने interrupt कर दिया. Like it's the most natural
Yeah.
thing, you join
Yeah,
the
dude,
bomb
it's so
squad
dumb as shit.
as he's supposed to.
उसकी भगवान से लड़ाई है.
हाँ. और क्या करेगा वो? बॉम्ब स्क्वाड तो ज्वाइन कर सकता है. हाँ, फिर अब मैं I'm actually invested now. I want to
Yeah.
know what happens.
तो bomb
And
squad
then-
जब join कर लेता है,
हाँ, हाँ.
and now he's challenging God कि भाई मैं हर बॉम्ब को डिफ्यूज करते वक्त बॉम्ब सूट नहीं पहनूंगा, ठीक है, क्योंकि अगर मैं गलत वायर पुल करता हूँ तो मतलब
गया.
बॉम्ब फटेगा
हाँ,
और मैं
हाँ,
मरूंगा,
हाँ.
और तू मुझे मरने नहीं देगा, क्योंकि अगर तू मुझे मरने देगा तो तू हार
हो
जाएगा,
जाएगा.
right?
हाँ,
तू तो हार जाएगा,
हाँ.
फिर तू खुदा थोड़ी बचा.
हाँ.
तो वो दिस इज द
भगवान को आप बोलो प्लीज. I want
हाँ, आप ही
respect.
बोला उसने.
उसे तू बोला, भगवान को तू
हाँ,
कौन
नहीं,
बोल रहा है?
सॉरी
छी, छी,
सॉरी
छी, छी.
सॉरी.
अरे मजाक कर रहा हूँ यार, तू seriously ले रहा है? Shit, तू इंटिमिडेट हो गया और मत यार.
So basically this is the plot of the movie, and
Okay.
every scene Shah Rukh is there with those intense eyes and वो जब तक है जान वाली पोएट्री की क्या क्या है वो लाइन, तेरी आंखों की नमकीन मस्तियां नहीं भूलूंगा मैं, जब तक है जान जब तक, that intense Shah Rukh. I think this movie portrays that version of Shah Rukh in a brilliant way. Plus, it's Yash Chopra. Yash Chopra's last
Last
directorial
film.
work. And again, outside India, all those beautiful sceneries, beautiful frames, Sundar Katrina,
हाँ, it was very
smart Shah Rukh, and then
It was
Anushka plays
this was
that
Yash Chopra's
Chopi.
last movie, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yash
yeah.
Midway
Chopra's
or
last
something.
movie.
Like
Yeah,
he couldn't
he-
complete
he-
the shoot or something.
yeah,
like that,
yeah,
no?
he
And there's
passed
like
away
there's a part
mid-
at the end of the movie, like the end credits part where they're showing the parts where Yash Chopra was
हाँ
shooting
हाँ
for this
हाँ
film.
हाँ हाँ
Yeah.
वो बहुत मतलब आई थिंक बहुत खूबसूरत लगी थी मुझे ये मूवी, बिकॉज अगेन एट बाय दिस पॉइंट आई वाज लाइक शाहरुख 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 एंड
Hey, Shah Rukh.
so yeah, that was apparently the last movie
Yeah.
for this
2013.
decade.
So we
2012.
missed Ravan. We missed Ravan
We
actually.
missed
Oh,
Ravan, which
yeah.
was
Big
a
one.
big
But I
bomb.
think I think we all should miss Ravan. So let's just finish it.
because Shah Rukh himself missed Ravan.
Yes.
And so
But
yeah,
Akon,
that-
dude. Oh, that Ravan is well known for
Oh,
Akon.
yes.
The Akon song.
Yeah,
Chamak Chalo.
only Shah Rukh can get Akon
Yeah.
to sing Chamak Chalo, by the way.
Yeah.
I
So
don't
this
think
was the
anybody
time. So Akon had come to India and very famous. I think I've talked about this part about Akon's visit to India on the show before. Where
He came to
Akon,
Gurgaon, by the way.
oh yeah, so I think Gurgaon only. Yes, he jumped into the crowd and they stole his t-shirt. They tore his t-shirt and stole his watch. They stole his
Bhai-
golden watch
bhai-
while he jumped into the
By
audience.
Akon being a
Hilarious.
good musician and all of that, तो he was like काफी fans को अंदर आने की टिकट नहीं मिली है,
Hmm.
तो he's
हाँ.
like gates खोल दो, barriers हटा दो. उसने barriers हटाए, वो
दिमाग.
कूदा, वो उसकी गाड़ी वाड़ी लेके चले गए.
घड़े लेके चले गए.
अरे और करो शो गुड़गांव में.
So Gurgaon, dude. Yeah, so Gurgaon.
Akon को मारा नहीं वो अच्छी बात है.
Great.
But yeah, that was this was the second decade. I think this is like the best decade for Shah Rukh out of the three.
Dude,
The
that's-
second
I
one,
think it's a
90s
like
also
a
could be right up there.
90s and 2000, but like I said, in this decade, he
Shah
realized
Rukh became the king.
what he
Yeah.
has become.
I
today,
think Shah Rukh ka first decade जो है, that is basically Shah Rukh trying to establish himself, which has like one great hit movie which was DDLJ, which has now become a cult. दिल तो पागल है, कुछ कुछ होता है, ये
K3 ji
है
also,
K3 जी,
कुछ-कुछ
but
होता
I
है
think
also.
all of these movies are like multi-casting
Correct,
and all of that. ठीक है, but
ensemble cast.
yeah, but
Ensemble.
but in this decade, Shah Rukh
He's
is
carrying everything
Shah
on
Rukh.
his own. Yeah.
it's मतलब उसके नाम पे पिक्चर बिके ही जा रहा है.
हाँ.
तो I think
So,
मतलब that's
there
why I
is-
think this is the strongest era for him.
on Wikipedia, no, there is a page called Shah Rukh Khan in the media. That's
Yeah.
the
Shah Rukh is
Wikipedia, okay.
brilliant with media, by the way. I feel he's brilliant with
Yeah,
media.
yeah,
This
absolutely.
is also
Dude,
the
like,
decade where he starts
yes.
coming on Coffee with Karan and his witty
हाँ.
interviews and
Yeah,
everything
true,
comes
true.
to the fore.
Yeah.
Sorry, you were saying
Uh,
Antariksh?
firstly, you should go and watch Shah Rukh's interviews with that Prabhu Chawla guy. The
Yeah.
most infuriating but well handled Shah Rukh interviews. because Prabhu Chawla just asks the most ridiculously like questions that you should
True.
not ask people in an interview. But
Yeah.
Shah Rukh's response is always great. On the wiki page, Shah Rukh Khan in the media, there is a question asked, which goes, when was Shah Rukh Khan at his peak? And the answer that they
Okay.
provided is that Shah Rukh Khan was placed at number 1 on the box office, India's list of top actors for the first time in 1994, and then repeated the feat in 95 and then in 98. And from then on, after that, 2002 to 2008, every year he was the highest grossing actor.
Yeah. 94
Which is
में ऐसा क्या
insane.
किया था शाहरुख भाई ने?
वो
I
देखना
mean,
है
that
यार.
was before year before.
Oh, Dar and Bazigar, bro. Of
Hmm.
course, why not?
Half
Oh,
used
Saurabh's
were
favorite
Saurabh's.
year.
हाँ, Saurabh's favorite.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, so I
but
can
yeah,
notice it,
so I think, मतलब according to me and according to apparently that poll answer also
In the media Wikipedia
in the
editor.
media Wikipedia editor,
Shah Rukh
I
Khan in the
think
media.
2002 to 2012, the second decade for Shah Rukh was the
Yeah.
strongest decade, where he realized like he is the king and he will always, you know, कोई रीच नहीं कर सकता शाहरुख के उस लेवल को.
पर थोड़ा ज्यादा
बादशाह
इजी ले लिया
Bollywood.
क्योंकि इसके बाद थोड़ा डाउन हिल है.
That we'll see in the
चेन्नई
next
एक्सप्रेस, दिलवाले.
But
that
who
we'll
knows?
see in the,
But
who
you never
knows,
know,
bro.
maybe
Next
2022
year,
to
yeah.
2022
Next year
is
he
gonna
may
be
be
the
with
biggest
us
year.
in the studio talking about his new film.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Snayhil will be
guys, do you
jizzing
think-
in his pants.
What the fuck?
I don't think-
अरे?
Do you guys think Shah Rukh will ever direct?
His son would. He says that he wants to be a director. Aryan.
I mean, he can be anything, but Shah Rukh himself, you think?
I
देखो,
think yes. I think,
producer तो बन
but
ही
not
गया है.
not in the next couple of years. I think sometime in his 60s maybe he'll direct.
भाई वो
a
60s में
film.
भी एक्टिंग ही कर रहा होगा. 3 ही तो साल बचे हैं उसके 60s में.
हाँ तो मेरे को लगता है
अभी
60s
तक
में
तो वो
करेगा.
हीरो ही आ रहा है.
पर करेगा मेरे को लगता है.
चलो सही है. On this very hopeful note, let's end this
Nick.
episode and the talk about the second
No.
decade of Shah Rukh.
And
Okay.
come back
End this
with
part of the
recommendation.
episode.
हाँ,
Yeah,
हाँ,
and then
then
come
this
back
part
with
of the episode, and then we'll come back with some amazing recommendations. See you on the other side of the break.
Hello and welcome back to this part of the episode where we recommend some awesome stuff for you guys. Let's start with Abbas. What would you like to recommend?
So if you want to just turn your brain off and watch some really good slapstick comedy, I would recommend Man vs. Bee, which stars Rowan
Oh,
Atkinson,
Mr. Bean.
who played
Yes.
Mr. Bean.
Oh,
तो अगर आपको
Is-
मिस्टर बीन
oh,
अच्छा
nice.
लगा है तो ये ऐसा चांस ही नहीं कि ये ना अच्छा लगे बिकॉज प्रेमिस बहुत ही सिमिलर है.
Okay.
Ron Atkinson plays this guy who works at this service which is like your urban company, urban club type,
Understood.
where a very rich couple is going for a holiday and they have called him to take house sit for a weekend.
Understood.
और उनके घर में there are these very very expensive and precious things and they say just they pretty much set it up कि देखो ये ना गिरे और ये टूटे नहीं और heating system ऐसा है ये वो
Oh,
है.
और
great,
फिर वही
great,
चीजें
great.
गिरती हैं,
Exactly,
टूटती
हाँ.
हैं.
And
So it's
then,
like Home Alone but with a bee instead of
Yeah.
sort of, and a bee comes into the house and
Yeah.
in the beginning he
Bro.
is very
Bro,
yeah,
आप
yeah.
लोगों ने नमक हलाल देखी है by
हाँ,
any
हाँ,
chance?
हाँ, वही
नहीं,
premise
नहीं,
नमक guys,
stretch over multiple
guys watch
episodes.
नमक हलाल, ठीक है. And
Okay,
उसके अंदर exactly यही है कि शशि कपूर owns a hotel and अमिताभ बच्चन उसका शशि
ये
कपूर
मैंने
का
कैसे नहीं सोचा यार. You are
यार,
absolutely right.
Exactly. तो अमिताभ बच्चन जो है वो शशि कपूर का चेला है for that matter, ठीक है. And he doesn't want कि होटल बिके because apparently शशि कपूर is in under this very bad influence, इसलिए वो impulsive होके होटल बेच रहा है. And उस पूरे bidding उसमें कि कौन होटल खरीदने वाला है, एक बी आ जाती है.
And then अमिताभ बच्चन
हाँ.
हिलेगा नहीं, आपके ऊपर मक्खी है.
वो
and he tries to
हर
hit.
बिडर के ऊपर जाके वो मक्खी बैठ रही है. And
It goes and
अमिताभ
sits on someone's
हाँ.
cleavage. It goes and sits on someone's nose.
and वो अमिताभ वो मक्खी को मार रहा है. And मतलब उसके आड़ में आके वो हर बिडर को मार रहा है basically. And I think that's pretty much the same
it,
premise.
yeah.
Oh.
So it's broken over a series of I think 8 or 9 episodes, but the
Oh.
episodes are very small, like 9 to 10 minutes. तो एक बार
Oh.
आप चाहो तो उसको installments में break करके भी देख सकते हो, or if you want you can just watch the whole thing at
watch
once.
the binge, yeah.
So it's very well done slapstick comedy. Exactly, मतलब कोई चीज गिरने वाली होती है तो आप बोलते हो, अरे
हाँ,
it's
understood,
very
understood,
very
yeah.
very well done. So very well choreographed. So Man versus Bee is my recommendation.
Good, good, good. All right. All right. Next up, Saurabh, what would you like to recommend?
So Abbas's criticism on My Name Is Khan, Shah Rukh's performance got me thinking of this film called My Left Foot. It has Daniel Day-Lewis. He plays a guy suffering from cerebral palsy. And in the first shot of the film, I think he uses his foot to sketch something on a sheet of paper. And I think that is something very incredible to look at what lengths a performer can go if they really want to. So I think that's my recommendation.
Where can we watch this?
Torrent.
Say dubious means.
रखना
Yes,
वो कट
dubious
मत
means.
करना. The sheer shamelessness with which he said,
Yeah, but
"Screw your
yeah,
streaming
it's what it
services."
is. It's what- Dude, but it's very possible the movie, since it's an old movie, is not available on any streaming
It's
platform.
not available. That's why.
Yeah,
Where can
so
we watch this?
then-
Torrent.
You
Torrent.
can watch it how you want to. Yeah, Snail, Snail, what about you?
First
Vizara.
of all, Abbas, watch
Yeah.
Sky High.
Okay, yes, I
It's
will.
on Hotstar. Watch. See, Antariksh supports me in this. Huh? You should watch Sky
Yeah,
High.
yeah.
I am not denying that. I just
Ha-
haven't found time, guys.
Don't watch Man versus Bee. Watch Sky High. Okay? But
Okay.
my actual recommendation for this week would be the collaboration of Eminem and Snoop Dogg.
All right.
Oh,
yes.
fab.
Bro, that
Absolutely.
song,
The animation is so well done. Yeah, and the song is
amazing song and animation, and everything about that. So the first every line, every sentence has a reference to like something. So जैसे
What thing?
बता रहा हूँ ना, वही तो
okay.
आगे.
That's how English works, by the way.
So the song is called From the D to the LBC.
Hmm.
And they are starting with the Snoop Dogg in the studio and Eminem also at the mic, and Snoop Dogg is obviously doing the most Snoopy thing that he does, rolling a joint and smoking. And
Are you gonna
So
describe the whole video to us?
no,
The
just,
song?
no, just the first sequence where Eminem is feeling the smoke and he's like,
Getting
yo
passive
Snoop.
high, yeah.
Should
Huh.
happen a long time ago.
Yeah. And then he's like, yo Snoop, is there why is there so much smoke? And to which Snoop replies ki, no, there's no more smoke. So it's a reference to when Snoop Dogg and Eminem had a beef, and so कहते हैं ना, there's a lot of smoke between these two guys.
Right.
तो उसमें they have, so like the intro is in itself a reference to कि now there's no more smoke between us.
Right.
So ऐसे करके the song proceeds, and it's like obviously Snoop and Eminem, both legendary musicians, rappers. I think it's one of the most amazing songs to come out lately.
Can I give my take?
Yeah.
I heard the song.
You didn't like it,
It's very average.
bro?
But
No,
make your
it's
make
very
your own
enjoyable.
mind.
I
Guys,
agree with
don't
Snail.
listen
It's a
to
very good
Abbas.
song,
He
very
has
enjoyable.
not seen Sky High.
Yeah.
और जब तक है
और जब तक है जान.
Or
Don't
Veer
listen to
Zara
it.
again. Don't.
Or
uh,
Veer-
uh,
Why are you on this episode?
no, but I agree with Snail. It's a very enjoyable song.
बहुत amazing.
I mean the what do you call
the animation.
just the sheer real estate on that song. That
Yeah,
Snoop Dogg and
bro.
Eminem. It's
I
worth
wanna-
listening, but
Like,
it's not.
it's like marriage you wanna, just like the marriage you wanna, Mary Jane, just like
Okay.
Spider-Man.
Okay, I think it's time to wrap up the episode.
What?
Sorry, मैं थोड़ा बह गया मैं.
Oh, Antariksh, what's your recommendation?
Okay, I would like to recommend the Amazon Prime Video show called The Boys. I'm
Bro, I
sure
have
someone.
to watch this, bro.
So it's
Is
in its third season right now, and I'm sure someone has
Okay.
recommended it. I'm forgetting who recommended it earlier on the show, but someone for sure did. And it's in its third season right now.
No,
the
that
last
was
episode
Venga
of the third
Boys.
season.
That was Venga Boys, not.
Are you talking about your own recommendation? Okay, fine. You recommend Venga
Yeah,
Boys.
sure.
Got it.
Go listen to the Venga Boys.
No, Venga Boys are curves.
Yeah.
No. So the Boys is a show which is basically like a not funny satire, but like a more serious satire on the superhero genre as a whole.
Superheroes.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's basically to do with what if superheroes existed in the real world, what kind of god complexes would they have, and how it would work in everyday life, and the organizations that would be behind these
Represent
superheroes,
them.
the
Yeah,
PR
yeah,
management and all that, etc., etc. And what kind of atrocities would they be able to get away with because they have all the power and they are the stars of this universe, you know.
yeah.
It's very cool, it's very well done. And it becomes interesting from the get go. Within the first 15 minutes of the first episode, I would say
Oh.
I was hooked. And since Thursday, I started watching it since I got COVID. And since then, I have finished,
Oh,
caught up to
hmm.
all
I
three
sense a
episodes, all three
pattern here.
seasons. Yeah, yeah,
Also,
yeah.
by अंतरिक्ष भाई की recommendations की वजह से, I have started watching The Last Dance again.
Okay.
Yes,
Michael
sir.
Jordan
Yes,
वाली
sir.
documentary. And I
So
would
cool.
like just like जो भी सुन रहा है, take his recommendations very seriously. Bhai,
Yes,
I am having the time of my life watching The Last Dance again.
it is the best, dude. The Last Dance is so well
Amazing,
done.
amazing
What a story.
documentary.
Yeah.
Amazing, bro. The अभी मैं
Again,
recently third episode खत्म किया हूँ.
I must re-specify, you do not absolutely need to be a fan of basketball to enjoy The
True,
Last
true,
Dance.
true, true, true. The
Yeah. Because I
mentality,
am
the
not at all. Yeah,
stories,
it is the
the
stories. Yeah.
controversies. Scotty, अभी मैं Scotty Pippen वाले
Scottie
episode पे हूँ.
Pippen. Yeah.
Bro, क्या episode है
Amazing.
यार.
Amazing.
But yeah, The Boys. So guys, Antariksh has recommended The Boys. Watch The Boys on Amazon
Yeah.
Prime
Just
Video.
watch all of our recommendations, but Abbas's. That's what Snayhil said.
No, Man versus Bee is
Man
really
vs.
funny.
Bee is nice. Just
Yeah.
Abbas,
And
you
you're
go
watching
and watch